Hi, welcome back to Alex Talking. I love going to the movies and talking about the movies I see, and this weekend we've got a great new original A24 film from writer and director Celine Song, starring Dakota Johnson, one of our best working actresses, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal. And I'm here to tell you, I went in cautiously optimistic because the trailers look good. These are the type of movies that typically interest me. I call them Gene's movies, movies just about people being people in a fun setting. This one being New York. Dakota Johnson's great at doing these New York, you know, just character based dramas. Like Am I Okay? How to Be Single is a good one, to be honest. Um, Daddy O was not a good one, but I like Dakota Johnson. I think she's a great actress. I wasn't huge on Past Lives, I'll be honest. I thought it had hell of an opening, hell of a closing, and a lot of okay in between. But this was fantastic to me. This was a such a breath of fresh air, such a beautifully written movie, uniquely written, both modern and old school. Had the makings and feel of a 2000s rom com, but with really poignant topical points about modern dating world and how people can be discarded and treated as if they're worthless, and until you find that special person, you often can feel like just a commodity and a possession that is degrading in your value every single day. And this movie illustrates that in a really poignant and beautiful way. Um, I thought it was terrific. I really think that this is one of the best modern drama Gene's movies about relationships and whatnot. Um, because it offers so many perspectives and so many thoughts and so many different situations, and just gives you different viewpoints and answers to them whenever there's so many different ones as well going on. I just found there to be a lot of substance to enjoy and bite into with this movie. I thought the performances were all great. As I said, Dakota Johnson is an actress that I think is just constantly playing these interesting, charismatic characters. Excuse me. I'm going to take a sip of water. Charismatic characters, but in a way that is very unique and very interesting to watch, and not one that I think many people have ever done before. So she's always fun to watch for that reason alone. Chris Evans, though, this is such a bounce back for him. This is the type of shit he's needed to be doing since 2019. This is his best performance since Knives Out. This is like the type of roles that he obviously needs to be doing and should have been taking post Marvel rather than Red Ones. I thought after Red One it was an unsalvageable wreck. His career at this point, after The Gray Man and Ghosted and Red One, it was just signing off. But this is a much needed return to form for him. Some very good facial acting here. Pedro Pascal, gotta appreciate that in between being in all the mainstream stuff like Marvel and Last of Us and all that, he is taking time to do a role like this, which honestly displays a significant amount of vulnerability and range as an actor. And I thought he was great as well. And the writing revolving Pedro Pascal, especially, and scenes with him, was both shocking, gag worthy stuff, but also just very emotionally intelligent and thoughtful, and really makes you think. I don't want to get into spoilers because this is one of those. I don't know how many people are going to go see this, so I would love to just spread the word that this is a really good movie and worth seeing. But there's plot points in this movie that I really appreciated they were willing to go for. Um, and my fiance, who I saw it with, said that she thought that it was a little bit out there for them to go for it. Um, and when you see the movie, you'll know what I mean. It's reminiscent of the film She Said, which is a movie from 2022 that I thought was fantastic and very underseen. Um, but we talked about it on the ride home, and we agreed it really was just, it could feel like it was out of place in this movie because it's disconnected from the central story. But just because it is doesn't mean that it didn't serve its purpose. And it's really not that disconnected from the central story. And it plays a significant role in Dakota Johnson's revelations about what love really is and what she realizes she's been making decisions about and going through with these certain characters and with just people as her job as a matchmaker is to put people together, but really never actually think about the people they really are, just what they are superficially in a materialistic sense. Um, and there's still a lot more going on beneath the surface in that. So I would recommend this as one of the better movies I've seen all year long. Um, it was just really beautifully written, really beautifully shot, and um, terrifically acted on all fronts. The direction was great. This was a really good movie. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Bing! Bing. So, yeah, let me know if you've seen this movie, what you thought of it. But I hope you liked it. I hope you go see it. I saw Life of Chuck today, the new Mike Flanagan film. I was really disappointed by it, is just my truth. I've been hearing about it since TIFF last year and just heard nothing but good things since. Matthew Lillard crushed it. Heather Langenkamp was great. But the story and the way it was told, as much as I really enjoy the writing of Stephen King, was just so disconnected to me, and I felt disengaged with it from Jump Street. I avoided all the trailers because I was that excited for it, so maybe that was my fault for not knowing what I was getting into. But I just couldn't find myself kicking into gear with that one and locking in at any point. It was very strange to me. There's some line reads in it that just did not work for me. And overall, the overall package of the movie does not work for me. But the ending of that one was really good. And there were some sequences that, as much as you can say it's not a horror movie, the most effective parts were towards the end of the first act, or the third act, if you will. If you've seen it, you know what I mean, that were horror based. Those were honestly the most effective sequences of the movie to me. But yeah, that is my thoughts on The Materialists and Life of Chuck. If you've seen either, let me know. Or How to Train Your Dragon, I'll drop my review down in the description. I got to see that one like 2 months ago. It's been ages since I've seen that. But being at the theater today, I realized that one's going to be a big one. So I know a lot of people are going to be watching that. I hope you enjoy whatever you see and whatever you watch this weekend. And I appreciate you for taking the time to watch me. Have a great day.